Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Monday, July 18th regular board meeting for the Village of Wheeling. I would ask you to join me and the Village Board in a moment of silence for the 5 Dallas police officers, Lauren Aherns, Michael Smith, Michael Kroll, Patrick Zambarita, and Brent Thompson, and the Baton Rouge police officers, Montrell Jackson, Matthew Gerald, and Brad Garofalo, in a moment of silence. Thank you. This time I ask you all to please stand, helping me welcome our Wheeling Police Department Honor Guard and leading us and put the pledge.
Present arms.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order arms.
Thank you. This time I would like to ask Deputy Chief Todd Wolf for a few remarks regarding the tragedies that transpired in the last 10, 12 days that's facing our men and women here in Wheeling and everywhere around the country. Chief?
Thank you, President Argyris. We're here tonight to honor those taken from us during the recent tragedies in Dallas and Baton Rouge, and the honor and memory of all officers killed in the line of duty. We also honor the memory of one of our own, Officer Ken Dawson, who was killed in the line of duty in 1985. We struggle to find meaning in this type of tragedy and to find words to measure loss. But we believe in what these officers represent. We believe in what they do every single day in every city and every community. We believe in our community, and that's why police officers risk their lives to protect and serve. In the past few days, officers have told me about encounters they've had with our citizens where they've received their support. I also have been approached and thanked for my service and told to be safe out there. I wish to thank all of you, including our village president, our village board, and our village manager. We greatly appreciate your support. May God bless and protect not only our country, but also bless and protect all of those who wear the badge so they may be safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Police Liaison Ray Lang, I know he had a few words he wanted to share.
Well, yes, thank you. I just want to say and thank you guys. You know, you are so well trained and so professional in the field. I'm very proud that you guys are a part of this village. It really means a lot. Working closely with you guys in the last couple of years, got to know a lot of you, and just impressed at how well trained you are. And being well trained like that will keep you out of issues, keep the village out of issues, and it has. And I really thank you for it. Thank you.
Trustee Brady?
I'm not a policeman because I would shoot first and ask questions later, trust me. But, you know, it's an awesome job. It takes so much self-control to be a police officer, to know when the real danger is versus an incident of minority problems, you know, not minor problems, but they do a tremendous job. And again, as I echo everybody else, we're so proud of this department and our guys. They're all professionals. They're all part of a family. I consider each and every one of our employees in this community part of a family. I love you guys. Be careful.
Thank you. Trustee Kruger?
Thank you. I want to thank each and every one of you, certainly that are here and those that are out there protecting us right now. And I've certainly had to use your services, and the utmost professionalism is what I've witnessed. And I can't thank you enough for everything that you do for us every single day.
Trustee Vito?
Yeah, I hope that our department never thinks that the people aren't on their side. There's a lot of sentiment out there, and I think it's blown up sometimes, but rest assured, the citizens of this village always have your back. We really appreciate everything you do. I did that shooting simulation with Chief Benson and just really got to appreciate how snapped the decisions need to be, how second-guessing doesn't do anyone any good, and how people can jump to conclusions a little too quickly. So I just can't thank you guys enough for everything you do every day. I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't know how my brother does it, my brother-in-law does it, but they do, and we appreciate it. Thank you.
Trustee Papantos?
Thank you. I was honored to attend a swearing-in ceremony on July 5th of 2 brand-new officers, and this evening I just signed a congratulatory message to someone who is an officer of 30 years, Officer Parr. Thank you for your service, whether it's been a month or 30 years or longer, and to our canine officer who's here and on his best behavior. I think everybody in town appreciates everything you have always done for us, and will continue to do so. Thank you, and stay safe.
Thank you. Trustee Vogel?
Thank you. It's a different world out there. In the last 10, 15 years, a lot of things have changed, but yet they're the same. You never know when a tragedy is going to hit like it did in Dallas, and you're never prepared for it. But I'm proud to be a part of Wheeling. I'm proud to say that I know a lot of you, and that you're on our police force, and you have our back, and you're protecting us. You are all professionals. You do an excellent job, and won't trade you for the world, guys. So thank you all that are here, and all of those that are out on the street. Thank you again.
Clerk Simpson?
I want to thank you all for all that you do, and most of all, be safe.
Thanks. You know, what a horrible time that we're all being faced here. Every time you turn on the TV or the radio, and it's something that's gone nuts in this country. And, you know, there's so much unrest in the world today with the Middle East and ISIS and terrorism and everything else. And it dawned on me that we're almost like terrorists ourselves to our own people. What are we doing? And it's sad. And then I reflected to myself a little bit earlier today, and I closed my eyes and I thought of my family, my home, our community, and what this world would be in Wheeling without the men and women in blue. Think about it, folks. Where would your family be today? Where would your property be today? Where would your businesses be today if we didn't have these guys 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 24 hours a day? I know I couldn't sleep. So don't take that for granted. When you see a police officer out there, you know what? Yeah, it's their job, but thank them. They didn't get drafted to do the job. They did it because of the passion that they have for the work that they do and for this community. I thank you guys, each and every one of you. And I want you to know that this board has your back because every day you have ours. Again, thank you. And I got to ask Chris, how's Riggs? He's doing well. He's doing okay? Welcome back, Riggs. Okay.
He wants a cookie.
I'm sure you have some, Ken. Roll call.
Okay, Trustee Vito?
Here.
Trustee Vogel?
Here.
Trustee Papantos?
Here.
Trustee Lang?
Here.
Trustee Kruger?
Present?
Trustee Brady? Here. President Argyris?
Here. Entertain a motion to approve the minutes for the regular meeting of June 6, 2016.
So moved.
Motion by Trustee Brady, second by Trustee Vogel. Roll call.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
Trustee Kruger?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
President Argyris?
Yes. Entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of June 20th, 2016.
So moved. Second?
Motion by trustee Papanto, second by trustee Kruger. Roll call.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
Trustee Kruger?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
President Argyros?
Yes. Any changes to the agenda?
None this evening.
Okay. Citizens' concerns or comments?
We have one. Mr. Rosen?
Okay, thank you for this opportunity to talk to you. I just want to quickly talk to you, I don't know about how quickly. I do want to talk to you about a group that started about 3 years ago with just a few of us and is now mushroomed out to about 12, maybe 13 of us, and have created we hope very soon, a 501c3 called Helping Hands. And Helping Hands is something that among the 13 people that are on that committee, Dave and Ken and his wife, and a number of people, such as Shari, and from the police department, park boards, you name it. A lot of people are coming together from our community for three purposes. We're trying to raise funds, as we had for years before, for the Shop with the Cops. The police do help, but we are also supplementing money. I think last year we were able to get each and every kid that was with the police last year over at Walmart 2 weeks before Christmas. Each got about $125. It's a great community event because the policemen are in uniform and the children are just with them. These are kids that from families that can't afford good Christmas gifts. They're given $125. They walk down the aisle with a uniformed police person and they get to pick the gifts that they want. And the cheerful thing about that, if you've been there, is these kids don't normally pick gifts for themselves. They're going to buy clothing, they buy food, and sometimes they buy toys for their younger brother. We're also supporting another operation which we did last year, which is Operation Warm Coat, in conjunction with the Wheeling Fire Department. And that's for kids that can't afford something to keep them warm during the wintertime. And the fire department has done that for many years, but we too are trying to raise funds to supplement that so we make sure every kid in the Wheeling area, basically in District 21, anybody that has any needs will have a coat during the wintertime. And finally, we're going to get involved with something that we done many years ago, which is the Fire Burn Camp. And in doing so, we're going to have 3 different events. This is going to be kind of a weekend type of thing starting Thursday, September 8th. We're having a golf outing at Chevy Chase with a dinner at Market Square. Then it's going to be followed on the 9th with a live music and buffet at Market Square. And on September 10th, it's all going to conclude with what we used to have many years ago, which is a pig roast over at the shopping center where Market Square is located. So I'm just let everybody know we're less than 2 months away to get at least the ball started. I know you guys will be talking about it as it goes along. I've been involved with this for all 3 years, and it's really something that's very important to me as well as it should be important to everybody in this community. So I'm using that to advertising. Not saying to buy any raffle tickets from me, but among the 13 people that are in our committee, they all have raffle tickets. They're $10 each, or $12 for $100. So please support them or me or whatever, and support us with all these golf outings and pig roasts, et cetera, et cetera. We'd really appreciate it. It's going to be really helpful to the kids in our neighborhood as well as doing the right thing. And I thank you.
Thank you. Anything else? Anybody
No,
else?
that's the only
That's it? Staff reports. Finance Director Monishing.
Thank you, Mr. President. I was asked tonight to talk about a notice that was sent out recently to all homes within Wheeling Township regarding the 2016 property tax assessments. And I think a number of people have received these notices and have seen their assessments go up compared to what they were 3 years ago when the last assessment was done in 2013. And there's been some concern about how those increases will ultimately impact people's property tax bills, and I just wanted to address that tonight. It's very difficult to say one way or another whether an increase in your home's assessment will result in a significant increase in your property tax bill, and the reason for that is because what ultimately determines how the tax levies are distributed to all of the homes and businesses in Wheeling, it's dependent on how much your assessment goes up relative to everyone else's. So if everybody's assessment went up by the same amount, there would be really no change in how that property tax burden gets distributed. But if your assessment went up more than your neighbors, then you're probably going to see a difference in your tax bill. So at this point, I would suggest that people not be too concerned about what the impact on their tax bill is going to be, and be more concerned about whether that assessment is an accurate reflection of the market value of their home. And so I would recommend that everyone take a look at that number, whatever it may be, and then go to the Cook County Assessor's website and compare your assessed value to the assessed values of the other homes in your neighborhood that are comparable to yours. And if there's a big difference, yours is much higher, let's say, than other homes that are similar to yours, then I would suggest or recommend that you consider appealing your property tax assessment. I believe the deadline for appealing in Wheeling Township is August 11th of this year. And so you can go to the Wheeling Township Assessor's website and ask them about how you can do that. They are there to provide assistance with your assessment. And so if there are any questions about that, I'd be happy to answer them. But ultimately, what determines how much your property tax bill is how much each of the taxing districts levy and how much your assessment is going up relative to every other property in Wheeling.
Thank you, Michael. Questions from anyone? No?
One,
Go ahead, Ray.
when we had the group in the few months ago, weren't we going to have an appeal session in here where people can do appeals some evening with the folks from?
You know, they did offer. Maybe we should follow up on that real quick, John.
Because
Yeah.
they said that they would really walk people through it and all that.
Like a
and-
day or a
and,
night or something like that.
Yeah. I think we have about a month or so to do it too.
Oh, it's not that long, is it? Was it August?
weeks, August.
Couple weeks.
August 11th is
Oh,
the
okay, so,
deadline.
yeah, the
3
clock's
weeks.
ticking on that. Well, we're getting all these letters from all the attorneys wanting to help us too.
Right.
Thank you.
And you don't have to have an attorney in order to appeal your taxes. So you can certainly hire one if you feel more comfortable doing so, but you can do it on your own as well.
But if we can get somebody here from the assessor's office to assist those to fill out those forms and even ask questions. One thing that night, I remember there was a lot of exemptions out there that people don't realize is that they're entitled to.
Right.
So they might get educated and save some money some elsewhere. So, okay, thanks, Rick. Who else we got? Public Works Director Janik.
Thank you. I want to give an update on several projects that are going on in the village. I'm going to start from the south going north. Tomorrow, Jackson Drive project's going to start on Jackson. We're going to be laying down some oil very early in the morning, probably around 4 o'clock in the morning. And then the rest of the day, we're going to be laying down some asphalt on the entire drive. I'm told that he'll be able to accomplish the job in one day. Now, it's the first lift. We're doing 2 lifts. This is binder tomorrow. But just want to make everybody aware that there is going to be a fluid put down early in the morning, and then all day long binder we put on Jackson Drive. Second project is East Chester. East Chester has been all ground. This is an MFT project. The entire subdivision has been ground. And starting Wednesday, I believe Wednesday, even though the contractor says that he might be able to get some paving done tomorrow, but we're counting on Wednesday, paving's going to start in East Chester. Now, that's a 2-inch, it's a 2-inch of asphalt that they're putting down. That should take maybe a day and a half. Now, we're changing the garbage schedule. Flyers are being sent out to all the homeowners, but garbage will be picked up early on Wednesday morning. So if everybody can get their garbage out Tuesday night, that'd be the best. It's going to be a very warm week. We don't want the garbage trucks to be driving on fresh asphalt, especially given the temperatures. St. Armand, this is Hollywood Ridge area, but it encompasses both the north and south side of Dundee. The force main sanitary project is going well, but the time has come for them to bore under Dundee Road, and that's going to cause the closing of St. Armand Lane access to Dundee Road for approximately 2.5 to 3 weeks. That construction should start tomorrow. I was there this afternoon. I believe St. Armand was still open late this afternoon.
It was. Yeah.
But expected to be closed tomorrow. They'll be boring under the street. You can see the cones being placed on South Schoenbeck Road. So that's what's happening there. Once the pipe is placed under Dundee Road, then the construction will start along Dundee from the west going east to connect to that pipe. Elmhurst Road. Those of you who have drive Dundee Road, there's a lot of backups these days. A lot of the work is getting done. You can see that the curb on all four corners now has been poured. There's more concrete to be done, but you can see that they tore apart the eastbound the south part of the eastbound lane. They created a new lane there, and they created a new lane southbound on the north part of the intersection. So they are moving ahead. They took a while getting their storm sewer done and some of the electrical, but you can see them pouring concrete. Hopefully a lot of the concrete will be done by the end of this week. Community Boulevard. This project is scheduled to start next week, hopefully Monday, the 25th. What they're going to do is they're going to do the north part of this construction first. That is the north leg of the intersection going north outside of our driveway here, our roadway from Community Boulevard north. That's the first part of the project. So you're going to see trees being taken down and grading done north of part of the intersection. Then they're going to start on the rest of the work, which is going to extend from Community Boulevard west toward Northgate.
Okay.
And then, of course, we do have McHenry Road. Now, we don't have a schedule for that start yet. They haven't officially stated who the low bid contractor was. We believe it's Berger Construction, but that has not been officially noted yet. So hopefully Elmhurst Road will be pretty well buttoned up by the time McHenry starts.
So the magic word here is patience.
That's correct.
And like we've said before, IDOT's spending money in this community. We need to take it and get these improvements done. So we all need to be patient. We all suffer, I know, but it's good. In the long run, it's going to be good.
And hopefully the weather will get a little bit cooler. I mean, it's nice having warm weather, but this weather is not great for the construction crews.
Yeah.
So do have patience because it's hot for them. They're laying down asphalt, they're laying down concrete. It's not easy out there.
Right. Thanks, Mark. That's it. Consent agenda.
All items listed on the consent agenda are considered to be routine by the village board and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a board member or citizen so requests, in which event the item will be removed from the general order of business and considered after all other agenda items. 11A, resolution adopting revolving around community as the official slogan of the Village of Wheeling. 11B, resolution authorizing the village president and clerk to execute Third Amendment to the scavenger waste contract with Waste Management Northwest in the Village of Wheeling.
Thank you.
Mr.
Any
President?
questions, concerns?
I'd like to have item B moved to the regular.
All right, item 11B will become 13. Let's see here.
Wait,
H.
wait, 11,
11B will become 13H.
okay.
Are there any other concerns or questions? I entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Lang, second by trustee Vogel. Roll call.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
Trustee Krueger?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Argyris?
President Argyris, yes.
What did I call you?
Trustee.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought
President Argyris.
call me clerk Argyris. Okay, thanks. Yes. 13A.
13A is resolution authorizing the village manager to waive the fidelity and surety bond requirements for Wheeling Helping Hands to conduct an amusement and raffle event on September 9th and 10th, 2016.
Thank you. Director Jennings.
Thank you. This refers to the event that was described earlier this evening, actually. There's a raffle associated with the event, and in previous requests, the board has waived these requirements, and staff has recommended approval of waiving that this time as well.
Thank you. Questions?
So moved.
Motion by I'm sorry.
Second?
Motion by trustee Krueger, was it? And second by trustee Papantos.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
Trustee Krueger?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
I have to ask a question.
Okay.
I'm on the committee. Do I have to abstain?
I think you should. That'd be a good idea.
Abstain.
You're on the committee for this organization? Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Mr. President,
And
then I'll abstain also, even though we're not going to benefit from it.
Right.
Yeah, it's just better for,
Okay.
to avoid the appearance of impropriety.
All right, I abstain, change my vote to abstain.
President Argyros.
Yes. Still passed. 13B.
13B, resolution authorizing the execution of intergovernment agreement between the Village of Wheeling and the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago for the distribution of rain barrels.
Thank you. Assistant Public Works Director Bajer.
While Christine's coming up, maybe if she can, you can come on up, but just in case there's questions, you can be back up. This is a program started by the MWRD, Metropolitan Water Reclamation District, that allows municipalities to buy in through an IGA into a program that they started that provides the opportunity for residents and businesses to get free rain barrels. The timeline for municipalities to opt in is the end of August, which is why we got this to you as quickly as possible, and the opportunity for residents to request rain barrels ends at the end of this year. Rain barrels will still be available after January 1st, but then they will come at a cost to the resident. So again, this is an initiative of MWRD. Through that president's conversations with our village president, we were made aware of this, and this is a great opportunity for everyone involved, and that is the IGA that's before you.
Thank you. Question? Trustee Papantos?
Just two quick questions. What's the average life of a rain barrel?
Quite frankly, if you maintain it well, I don't have a precise time frame on that, but if you maintain it well, it should last a pretty long time.
Great. Thank you.
Trustee Vogel?
The village takes the applications. Is that correct?
That is correct. MWRD requires certain information from the residents, and what we have created, we've created a format from a template that MWRD had provided us. So the resident will have to contact Public Works or myself. I'll be spearheading the program, and they will be required to fill out this application. Once we receive this application form signed and fully completed, we will place that order in with MWRD. MWRD will then deliver the rain barrels to the resident's house. It'll take about 6 to 10 weeks, I believe, is what they're predicted to be delivered at.
Okay. Are we going to have that available online, or do we have to?
I would hope so. Yeah.
Yes, I have it already prepared for it to be online as soon as the board decides to approve it.
Yes, we have a flyer ready to go tomorrow, so that'll be up on social media and the website and all that. We're prepared to go tomorrow morning.
Great, thank you.
Anybody else?
Yep.
Joe?
And 4 is the max on them? You get 4 per house?
Yes, the maximum is 4. There's 4 different colors, and there were 55 gallons, and I'm not sure at the top of my head the dimensions, the rest of the dimensions of it.
Quick one, is there any instruction about what to do with them in the winter, just so that?
Yes, actually, there's instructions on how to install it. Along with the application form, I'm providing instructions on the proper way to install them, and also how to maintain them, also mosquito prevention and so forth.
Perfect, thank you.
Perfect. Well, I just want to thank you, Christine, and President Spiropoulos, who I reached out to regarding this program, because I thought it would be something really benefit and go green. Everything's green lately. And to offer this program for the residents here in the village for nothing, which is a great opportunity for everybody. So with that being said, I entertain a motion to approve.
So move.
Motion by Trustee Lang, second by Trustee Kruger. Roll call.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
Trustee Kruger?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
President Argyros?
Yes. Thank you, Chris. 13C.
Ordinance granting special use site plan approval for an adult day service facility for MedTech Healthcare at 43 West Dundee Road, docket number 20169.
Thank you. Director Jennings.
Thank you. The ordinance in front of you would be drafted to approve adult day service at 43 West Dundee. The item did go to 3 different hearings of the Plan Commission, and I just need to alert you to one correction in your packet. The draft ordinance that was sent out with the original packet did have an error in it. The section that lists the conditions of approval from the Plan Commission recommendation was omitted. The version that you have in front of you this evening on paper does list all of those conditions. 9 were from the discussion in June, and there was a 10th condition from the discussion in April. And I will briefly just review those, and I apologize for that omission in your original packet. The conditions read as follows. Number 1, commercial vans owned by MedTech should be parked at the rear of the property. Number 2, parking for 2 bicycles shall be provided. Number 3, the light poles shall be painted. Number 4, awnings shall be replaced by December 1st, 2016. If a different material, color, or design is proposed, the petitioner shall return to the Plan Commission for minor site plan and appearance approval. Number 5, that the sign landscaping shall meet the requirements of the sign code upon issuance of a sign permit for the freestanding sign. Number 6, the southeast corner of the building shall be posted as a fire lane. Number 7, the plantings shall be irrigated per code. Number 8, areas marked on the landscape plan as seeded shall be sodded. Number 9, continue the foundation plantings west to the sidewalk. Number 10, parking lot shall be repaired, resealed, and restriped. And just one other quick note, for those of you who followed along the hearing process, there was confusion early on in the hearing relating to the food service associated with the business. At the later hearings, the petitioner did add a kitchen so that food service could be handled at the building, and there would be no need for use of the other building for day-to-day activities associated with this. Petitioner is here if you have any additional questions.
Thank you. Trustee Brady?
Thank you. You know, I'm reading through this thing, and the conditions are well put and right for the project. But, you know, we always have a problem around here sometimes when the notes don't get put on the actual drawings, the plan. In this particular instance, the drawing that we're approving tonight, if I'm not mistaken, notes that the existing grass shall be improved with adequate soil and seed. That's the note on the actual plan that we're approving tonight. Now, when an inspector goes out to look at this job and he sees him putting down seed, he's going to think it's fine. He's not going to bring the entire file with him. And what happens down the road? We've had this problem time after time. I sat on the Plan Commission for 18 years, so many times after the thing was, the conditions are listed, everything, everybody agrees, everybody said yes, yes, yes. The job gets done, and you say, wait a minute, what happened with this? Oh, well, I guess it didn't get put on the plan that the board approved. You know, these plans should be exactly what the Plan Commission has called for. So there's no mistake when our inspectors go out and review a job and see what's supposed to be done. Too many times this happens. I'm suggesting, and I don't want to stop these people because I think this is a great project, and I'm not chastising anybody here, but I'm suggesting that if we approve this tonight, they don't get their building permit until the proper plan comes in, proper landscape plan, showing everything that the Plan Commission wanted.
Andrew?
I'd make a motion in that respect.
Sure. I think just generally, we're always looking for ways to ensure that the Plan Commission conditions are relayed appropriately to the board, and that the conditions that are approved on any ordinance get on the permit drawings. We have made some improvements to that over the last few years, and I'm certain we can work with them to ensure that the permit plans are correct.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
Motion approved. There's nothing else.
Anybody else? Trustee Papantos has a question.
A couple questions. What is your time frame for the landscaping?
Sure.
Good evening. My name is Paul Kolpak. I represent the applicant. Upon approval, we'll start the landscaping right away. We've submitted the plans. The irrigation plans have to be taken into consideration. But according, Mr. Kim? This is our architect.
Yes, last our board meeting, I just suggest our new developed landscape plan, and then at the time, all other members is agree about that, except only small changes. And then the developed plan is we are starting in this fall, and it just finish in this year. Every landscaping and then.
So could you give us your name?
Oh yeah.
Please state your name and your address.
Oh yes. My name is Sang-Won Kang. I'm the architect.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So by the end of the year,
We should have our landscaping in.
this building is on the major thoroughfare that goes through Wheeling, and I'm concerned that we want things to look good, and it needs to be beefed up. I'm happy that something's moving in. I'm delighted that an empty building is being used for a good purpose, but please make it look as good as it can.
And we certainly will. The 2 meetings I've attended, we've agreed to everything that the zoning board has asked for us.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Yep.
Trustee Kruger.
Thank you. Hi. I too am pleased with what your proposal is for your use of this building. I just have a couple of quick questions. At the first hearing on April 28th, the condition of the trash enclosure was discussed, and I see a trash enclosure on the landscape site plan, but is it a new trash enclosure that you'll be building?
Yes.
It's new, right? Because there's one next to it that's cinder block and
Yes.
okay, but that belongs to the other strip mall, right? So you're making a new one. Okay, good, thank you. And the second question is, I also saw at the Plan Commission meeting on the 23rd that there was you have to come back for signage, and you also will have some seating as well.
We'll do
too?
some plantings around the site.
Okay, so we don't see that plan, but the Plan Commission will see that plan?
Correct.
Okay. And then the very first condition is that commercial vans owned by MedTech should be parked in the rear of the property. Is that effective like right away? Because I saw it over the weekend and...
We can make it effective right away.
Okay, good. Yeah, get used to that.
Figured that.
Okay, that's it for me, thanks.
Okay. Trustee Vito.
Yeah, I have a question. I like everything that I've seen, and I think you guys did your homework, and obviously you were with the Plan Commission a couple times. Mine's just more of curiosity. Is this like a Medicare reimbursed service? Like, what's the business model? I like the idea, I just don't know.
The business model, you have, your parents need to have a daycare. You're working, they're home alone. We are licensed by the state of Illinois. We receive our clientele from advertising and from social workers. And then, so we charge a fee to have your parents, loved ones, come into our facility. The fee will be slightly higher, obviously, if they want a meal, and that's the business model.
Okay. And so are most of the customers like daily, or are they monthly, like a regular, like a
They can
child
be
daycare would
daily.
be?
Would you please state your name?
Hi, my name is Janice Kim. I'm the administrator in the MedTech. Okay, our business is under the state of Illinois Department of Aging. It's a community program. So actually, our company got the contract with the state of Illinois. So majority is the client who come get the Medicaid benefit. But
Okay.
of course, we can get the private client also.
Sure. Okay, thank you. That's all I was wondering.
Anybody else? Motion on the floor from Trustee Brady. I entertain a second.
Second.
Second by Trustee Papantos. Roll call.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Lane?
Yes.
Trustee Kruger?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
President Argyros?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time and consideration. It's kamsamida.
Thank you. Okay,
Item D,
you got it.
resolution awarding compensatory storage credit to the Illinois Department of Transportation.
Director Jennings.
Thank you. This action in front of you is the end result of something that we had started quite a long time ago. When the stormwater credit management policy was being considered by the Village of Wheeling, we had been working at that time on a project with IDOT related to the reconstruction of the bridge over Buffalo Creek at Dundee Road. During that construction project, it became apparent that IDOT would need to fill in the floodplain. They searched for property that would able them to move forward with the project and still provide the required compensatory storage due to the floodplain fill. The Village of Wheeling at that time, we understood the stormwater management policy was in the works, And we mentioned this to IDOT, and we jointly agreed at that point that the credit program was the best opportunity. They did not have suitable land adjacent to the project to provide the compensatory storage. So having then proceeded to approve the policy, IDOT went back to their higher-ups and worked with the village to come to an agreement, and that is what is in front of you today. It's the agreement that formally awards the credit and authorizes the village manager to enter into an agreement with IDOT for reimbursement for the cost of providing that credit.
Okay.
And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to try to answer them.
Questions? Trustee Vogel?
We're being reimbursed $21,000 by the state
That's correct.
for that. So is that approximately the going rate going forward that we can expect?
It's
Around
the
80,000 an acre foot?
It is the rate adjusted down to the size of the compensatory storage that they are being provided. So it was the fraction of an acre foot based on the rate that we had established in our policy.
Good, okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Entertain a motion?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Vogel, second by trustee Lang. Roll call.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Lane?
Yes.
Trustee Krueger?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
President Juris?
Yes. 13E.
E. Resolution authorizing acceptance of the Suburban Purchasing Cooperative contract to purchase gasoline and diesel fuel from the Gas Depot Oil Company of Morton Grove, Illinois.
Thank you. Director Janik.
Thank you. This is a bulk fuel contract that was negotiated and publicly bid by the Suburban Purchasing Cooperative. This is a typical contract that the village enters into through Suburban. We've had Palatine Oil for the past 3 years. This year, the low bidder is Gas Depot. We recommend approval.
Thank you. Questions? Entertain a motion?
Second.
Motion by trustee Krueger, second by trustee Brady. Roll call.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
Trustee Krueger?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
President Juris?
Yes. 13F, two resolutions. Want to read them both?
Yeah. Two resolutions regarding holiday lighting and decorations. F1, resolution approving a 3-year not-to-exceed contract with Holiday Creations for holiday lights installation, maintenance, and removal. F2, resolution waiving competitive bidding and approving a 3-year not-to-exceed contract with Artistic Holiday Design, LLC, for street light decorations.
Thank you. Director Janik.
Thank you. The first request on here is a contract for a private company to install our holiday lights, virtually all of our holiday lights. Now, I'm sure you've seen our crews, most of these building services, but it really engages almost all the divisions in Public Works to install holiday lights. We put up approximately 350,000 lights a year. This contract is a 3-year contract with 2 option years, and it would allow us to contract with Holiday Creations to install all these lights.
Okay. Questions? No? Oh, I'm sorry. Trustee Papantos.
What municipalities currently use this company?
They have approximately 850 different municipalities that they install lights for. The closest ones, I believe, is Park Ridge and Rosemont.
And will they take the lights down also? Because I think some of our lights are currently still up right now.
Well, this would be, they would install and remove the lights. Now, we do have lights on a few of our trees. I think some of the evergreens out here still have some of our lights. We are going to be removing all of our existing lights. There's really not very many, but there are a few. This contract also allows for the purchase of all new LED lights. So we've been putting up incandescent lights for the past number of years. These will be LED lights. So the contract in front of you, the 3-year contract, includes the purchase of those lights as well.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion by trustee Vogt.
Second.
Second by trustee Papantos. Roll call.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
Trustee Krueger?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
President Juris?
Yes. 13G. F2. Mr. Janik.
Thank you. This is a contract with Artistic Designs. Last year, as you might remember, Public Works purchased 8 new type of streetlight decorations, and we installed them at the Milwaukee-Dundee intersection. They're LED, and they were designed to replace existing decorations that we put up on those streetlights. The contract before you is a proposal to purchase 72 additional streetlight decorations from Artistic Designs. The idea here is we have numerous existing streetlight decorations that we've been putting up. We have snowflakes, we have wreaths, we have soldiers. These are getting worn. They're also very heavy, and we've been using them for numerous years. Right now we have approximately 135 of these streetlights, or actually more than that. We have approximately 200 streetlights similar to that on Dundee Road and Milwaukee Avenue. As you know, we have a new phase of lights being put in on Dundee Road, hopefully to be installed in a year and a half. That'll be another 80. We also have lights at some point being put on Wolf Road, and we also have lights being put on Lake Cook Road. In total, we're going to have approximately 375 of these streetlights around town. Public Works is proposing that we concentrate on intersections. Luca, can you pull up the intersection designs, possibly? No? We have an idea to focus on intersections for our decorations. That would be during the summer for flower baskets and banners, as well as in the winter with the holiday lights and the banners. We won't be able to put up banners and decorations on every single street light we have. We're just going to have too many. So the idea with the contract tonight, we're requesting over a 3-year period, purchasing 72 of these decorations. That would be a total of 80. And we would focus on various intersections. For instance, along Dundee Road, we'd be doing Schoenbeck, we'd be doing Elmhurst, we'd be doing McHenry, we'd be doing Northgate, Community Boulevard, Wolf Road, and then Milwaukee and Dundee. We'd be doing the similar design on Milwaukee Avenue at important intersections. So the idea here is to purchase these decorations. On your screens, you might be able to see this better, where we intend to put certain lights and certain banners. This is the first phase of doing that. Now, these lights, if you approve them, would mean that we were not going to be putting up any snowflakes or any more soldiers or wreaths.
Questions?
What happens to the snowflakes and soldiers and wreaths?
Those would be classified as surplus, and we would dispose of them, get somebody maybe to take them, maybe somebody else can use them.
Right.
Yeah, we wouldn't just take them to the dump, but we would declare them as surplus, and then maybe somebody would take them and use them.
And you mentioned the flower things. This contract before us is strictly for holiday Christmas lights, not for replacing our existing banners and...
That's correct.
Okay.
We will be coming to you with requests to replace our banners, which are relatively old as well. But tonight is strictly for the streetlight decorations.
Great, thank you.
Got to get them in. Time's running, too.
That's correct.
That's right. Trustee
One
Papano.
quick, one quick question. In that we're just doing the major intersections, and I agree with that. Will this be a cost savings as far as man hours goes to put these up, or is it a wash?
No, it definitely should be some savings in man hours. What's more important actually with these is that, first of all, it's going to be a more modern look. I'm sure you saw the ones last year, so we're going to have, these are all LED. Luke, is there any way you can bring up the different type of streetlight decorations? What's more important is that the existing decorations we have are extremely heavy. The snowflakes, for instance, the soldiers, they're running about 40 pounds. Those, they should, we're concerned about the veracity of the streetlights themselves. They're very heavy. The streetlights weren't really made for those. So we're hoping, these are much lighter, and they should be easier to put up for our guys.
Thank you.
You can see on your screen, the first one you see with the wheel, that's that's one we're going to be purchasing, as well as the second one, which is the existing one we have 8 of.
Looks good. Entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Kruger, second by trustee Vogel. Roll call.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
Trustee Kruger?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
President Argyris?
Yes. Managers Fondos.
Thank you. I'd just like to take the opportunity to say a couple quick things on those last 2 items. First and foremost, to express some appreciation to the board. The first item you approved for the 3-year contract is significant to the village, not just to staff, but to the community as a whole. That contract shifts the burden onto a contractor and gives us back over 2,000 hours of labor that can be redistributed for public works maintenance purposes. That's a significant savings. So while this contract is an expense, what we are gaining is significant when it comes to allowing our crews to do the work that they are meant to do, as opposed to spending their time in the trees. Item number 2, the street light decorations. This is part of a larger beautification project that the Department of Public Works has been working on. Part 2 will come to you next week as a discussion in the workshop. This board has really set a precedent by your approvals and your actions in beautifying our community and making a statement with the things that we do. And from staff's perspective, we always need to make sure that there's a plan so that we're able to fulfill the requirements that the board has set forth. This is really step 1 in identifying, okay, we know we have to deal with holiday decorations. What do we want this community to look like? And how can we make a plan to make sure that we're using the right equipment, the right, in this case, lights, the right decorations that make sense and make the most impact, and also leave no confusion for what the plan is. So Director Janik and his people came up with, let's focus on the intersections because that's where the attention should be, and work out. And so now we see exactly, that was the intent of the map that you saw, was to show what each intersection would look like. It's impossible to do every street light throughout the community, so instead, let's just hit the major intersections and make sure that because they have the most traffic and therefore the most significance, that they are the ones getting all the focus. I just wanted to take the opportunity to make sure that the board knew that the public knew that, and to thank staff for their efforts in really coming up with long-term, intelligent beautification plans that fulfill what the board is looking for and really what the community is looking for. So thank you.
Thanks, John. And
Just
also,
a quick question, if I can. You had a blue version up, and then this is the red version. Do they?
You mean the 2 maps?
Yeah.
It was simply to signify the green. It's this one now.
Okay. Oh.
That was to signify the 2 different types of decorations.
So they're not going to change color or anything like that? That would be cool.
No, they do not change color.
The wheels won't rotate. That'd be cool.
But wait till you see what's coming at you next week.
it'll be good. Another thing on the strategic plan we can check off that we talked about. Good job. Okay, 13G.
13G, resolution accepting a proposal from Baxter and Woodman Incorporated for design engineering services for sidewalk modifications to the existing Northgate Parkway bridge structure.
Oh, Director Janik again. This is your night, huh?
This is a contract that we're recommending approval of. This would be the design of a sidewalk to be placed on the existing Northgate Parkway Bridge just north of Dundee Road. The bridge currently has a sidewalk on the east side. It does not have one on the west side. The importance of the sidewalk is the connection between, in this particular case, Northgate Crossings apartment complex and Dundee Road. And of course, Dundee Road would lead to the metro station. There's a sidewalk that's currently been constructed to the bridge. Now we need to construct a sidewalk from the bridge south to Dundee, but to get there, we need to put a sidewalk on the bridge. Now, there's a lot of traffic on that bridge. There's plans for various properties on the south part of North Cape Parkway. The idea here is to get the sidewalk in. We know that at some point in the future, the northwest corner is going to be developed. Right now, there are traffic tie-ups on Northgate, particularly going south. There's not a lot that we can do right now about those tie-ups. We're hoping that when the the northwest property comes in, that at that time we'll be able to focus on maybe another lane, similar to what's happening at the Elmhurst Road intersection, where maybe another lane is put on the northwest corner to help with the traffic going on to Dundee. At this time, no, we need to, in our opinion, we need to focus on getting a sidewalk on the bridge and then a sidewalk from the bridge south to Dundee Road to help produce the connection between Northgate Crossing and the metro station and then shopping. So what this is a sidewalk request or design for a sidewalk on the bridge. Now you might say to me, Mark, this is a very expensive design project. Why is it so expensive? Just a sidewalk. Baxter and Woodman, we did not go out to bid for this or request any other proposals. Baxter and Woodman works on virtually all of our bridges. Any of our municipal bridges, Baxter has been working on. We did have some issues with Baxter in the past. It seems to be getting a lot better. But they do know our bridges. Putting a sidewalk on a bridge is not a simple situation because of the stresses and the load for the bridge itself. That's why the design contract is relatively expensive.
Mark, what's the timeline on this?
To get it designed and then built?
Yeah.
I really don't know. I mean, me sitting here, I would tell you that it shouldn't take very long. I can't believe putting the sidewalk construction on that bridge would take that long. It's going to be next year's project, for sure. It won't be this year. So we'll put in the CIP for TIF funds for next year. But I'm hoping that by this time next year, we'll have a sidewalk on the bridge, as well as a sidewalk that extends from the bridge down to Dundee Road.
Okay. Trustee Lang.
Thank you. This is tremendous that we're putting a sidewalk there. It is hugely important for the folks that live at Riva, who the whole point of them living there is to use the train, most likely, and now they will have a safe journey to that train. Is there a way that until that area between the bridge and Dundee Road gets built up, that perhaps Riva takes over snow removal and so on there, because I'm sure there won't be any kind of snow removal. Maybe they can help in that area in the short term until that area gets developed and someone else takes it over.
Snow removal from where?
From the sidewalk from the bridge to Dundee Road.
Okay,
and Riva's portion of it as well, which is up to on the north side of the bridge.
We can ask them. That I got to tell you right now, with the section that they built that's on Northgate Parkway is now a public. It's going to be a public sidewalk. Once we accept all their improvements, it'll be a public sidewalk. Now, theoretically, we won't accept their improvements until next year sometime. So this winter, theoretically, they could be doing the snow plowing on their sidewalk.
Okay. Trustee Brady?
That's going to need state approval, won't it? Whatever we do there.
No, the sidewalk, the bridge is ours, and it's not close enough to Dundee Road. I don't believe there's any IDOT approval is required for this.
The bridge, we're talking about the bridge on McHenry?
No. Northgate.
Northgate Parkway.
Northgate, okay. Thank you.
Anybody else? Entertain a motion to approve.
Mr. President?
Go ahead.
In Baxter and Woodward's standard terms and conditions, they include limitation of liability language that limits their liability to the cost of this contract. I'd ask that any motion to approve include the condition that that language be removed. The cost of this contract is only $27,000. Liability claim could greatly exceed that. So if that condition can be included, that would be great.
So noted. Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Trustee Brady, second by Trustee Lang. Roll call.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
Trustee Krueger?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
President Juris?
Yes. Item 11B, which became 13H. Want to read it for the record?
Do you want me to?
Yeah, just read it again for the record.
Okay. It is resolution authorizing the village president and clerk to execute third amendment to the scavenger waste contract with Waste Management Northwest in the village of Wheeling.
Thank you. It was pulled by Trustee Brady.
Thank you. I read through this thing a couple times. I'm having a little trouble understanding what's going on. Not so much the fact that recycling, some items of recycling are probably so plentiful that the price of recycling the profit from recycling is going down, and I can understand that. But they just go on and on and on about this here, and it seems like our end of this thing is going from 50% of what they collect to 1.6% of something. Please explain what this all means.
In short, what's happening, and everything you said is correct. In short, what's happening is if you approve this, it allows the village to sell its recycling through Waste Management for a flat fee versus our current arrangement, which is selling our recyclable materials through Swank, where we split the profit. The problem is the value is so low that our 50% of that profit is becoming negligible, and therefore a flat fee through Waste Management is more financially beneficial to the village of Wheeling. We are not leaving Swank. This is one service that Swank provides, and it is one that most municipalities are now getting away from because the value of recyclable materials has dropped so low.
The flat fee of whatever it is based on what? Tonnage?
It's based on value and tonnage, but the way the formula works with Waste Management, even though it's a smaller percentage, if you did the math, it is more money back to the village of Wheeling than our deal with Swank. And because if you look, and this conversation has been had with Director Van Voren, so who is the director of Swank, he knows we're doing this. He agrees that we should be doing this. And in that conversation, we talked about projections for the value of future recyclables. And he absolutely believes that they're going to stay low or get even lower. So our flat fee arrangement with Waste Management will return more money to the village.
I know for a fact electronic recycling isn't working at all. People are dropping out of that program. But what one item or several items are that plentiful that the price is going down so drastically?
Everything is based on paper. For the most part, it's paper and aluminum. Electronics is a whole other game. I think this is an expected challenge with everyone becoming more environmentally conscious. There is much more availability of paper to be recycled, of plastic to be recycled, and that's what's driving the prices down.
Okay. As long as it's not costing us anything, that's what
No, this is a move to save the village money.
If there's any other questions, I'll make a motion to approve.
Yeah. Motion by Trustee Brady.
Second.
Second by Trustee Vogel. Roll call.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Lang?
Yes.
Trustee Krueger?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
President Juris?
Yes. Official communication. Trustee Vito.
Yeah, just to reiterate what we said about our men in blue, looking forward to National Night Out this year, a little more than most, to show our solidarity with them. And that's about it.
Thank you. Trustee Lang.
Thank you. Just want to mention another great event at the airport coming up in August. The Wings of Freedom Tour is the tour of the World War II airplanes. There's 4 of them coming in this year, a B-17, a B-24, B-25, and a P-51 Mustang. And it's a great event at the airport. It allows people to get up close and personal and tour these planes for a nominal fee. You can also take flights in them as well for a little larger fee. But it's another great event just at the airport, opens it up, allows people to see some different things that the airport has to offer. The dates are August 1st. They'll be flying in sometime around noon. It's pretty cool to see them all fly in. And then they're flying out on August 5th, that Friday. Again, it's a great event. It'll be along Milwaukee Avenue, the Charlie Pad where most of the fireworks were. People went to that event. Thank you.
That was a good event. Thanks, Rick. Trustee Vogel?
Nothing, thank you.
Trustee Kruger?
Thank you. Yeah, we haven't met since Rock and Run the Runway, right? We haven't had a meeting
Correct.
since then? Well, that was awesome. I just wanted to make sure I thanked everybody for all their hard work, because that was really a great event. Chief McIsaac and I will be attending the first fiscal year board meeting for 911 Red Center this Wednesday, and that's all I have.
Have fun. Trustee Brady?
Thank you. I want to bring up an issue that I've been complaining about for quite some time and got it resolved, but there's still a little bit of a problem. I've asked unorthodoxly, I asked my neighbor Henry Hackney to be here tonight because he's been the witness of this thing and brought it to my attention. The Park District in their revamp got the exit to Wolf Road right in, right out, right across from the school. It's actually the pedestrian way into the whole park from anything east of Wolf Road. That's Harmony and Old Town. Have to cross there. It's the only place they can cross other than Dundee Road. They did put a crosswalk in. It's right off where the cars are going in and out. But the problem is, it's dark. The Park District's got their driveway lit, but Wolf Road is dark. Henry's walked his dog several times. He says he almost got hit one night. And I see kids, all the kids from the neighborhood. They go to the park at night and they come home and it's dark. And I think we got to take a look at that and see what we got to do about lighting it up more or getting. Right now the crosswalk is painted and it's got the 2 yellow signs designating a crosswalk. Maybe we got to light them up or something to make drivers aware. I know when you say something about crosswalks, you don't want to get drivers confused. Well, I'd rather have them a little confused than not realizing that there's people running across the street in front of them and not see them. I think it's an issue, and I don't know if Mark, you're the guy to go out there and check it, or somebody is, or maybe actually Todd. It could be a police issue too about the crossing there.
We'll look into it? We'll look into it and talk to the park as well to see if there's something we can do.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes. When we start the project for the Community Boulevard intersection, can we make sure that we post if sidewalks are going to be closed at a point where somebody needs to cross over on the other side of the street? There's nothing worse than getting down there. And I'm selfish, I'm the one who's walking down there, and going, I really can't legally cross the street here. I have to back up to an intersection. So if we can let people know at a Northgate and or Dundee and Wolf that they're going to need to get on the other side of the street, if possible, it would be nice. What's going on with our town center project, and when do we expect another update with them?
Very soon. The town center project is coming along actually quite well. Everyone is moving rather aggressively because we are getting to the end of any of the discussion phases, and now we are at all drawing and getting ready to put a shovel in the ground. I'll hand it to Jim in a second, but there are a number of things that have come to conclusion or are about to come to conclusion as far as our Metra agreements, our agreement with West Shore as far as moving the pipeline. That is the biggest thing. We expect that project will begin in September and end by November. That's the biggest obstacle. Drawings are being completed for the residential building of the project. There are some updates for the theater main anchor tenant that are very positive and very good that we will talk about shortly. And they're coming up on their timeline. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
About the theater?
No, not about the theater, but about their RDA.
Sure. The RDA requires that final PUD be completed in August, and we're working with the developer to get to that date. As far as West Shore goes, if you remember, there was an increase in the cost, and we approved the agreement back in May. I want to say West Shore's been underway with the engineering for several, well over a month, maybe a month and a half at this point. So that's moving along very, very well. Andrew and I have been working with Metra to amend our substation agreement to allow for the parking lot that we own to be transferred to the developer. So there's Trustee Papantos, there are multiple moving parts. As the manager has indicated, everybody is doing their role in getting things to where they need to be. I think our real linchpin, though, is the completion of that pipeline relocation. Nothing really can happen until that's completed, and hopefully the schedule is met that John indicates. Certainly, if it's not in accordance with that schedule, it will be this fall, which should allow our developer time to get into the ground.
Thank you. I know I've seen some of the utility flags up that they've done the marking and they've marked those, and people have asked what's going on. There's no sign, a new sign, so questions are out there. Thank you. Thank you, Superintendent Spratt, for the lights at the fountain. It looks really great there. And I think we can be proud of our village for that. I also have seen some of the World War II planes coming in. If you have a chance in August or August 1st to look up, it's really neat watching these planes, fly over your head. All of a sudden you look up and there's a bomber coming in that you're pretty sure doesn't belong right there. But if we could put that on our website to remind people to take a look at it, it'd be great.
Sure.
Thank you.
You'll hear them.
As long as it's not 4 in the morning, please.
Clerk Simpson.
I want to tell you about the Wheeling Police Crime Watch meetings. They're held on the first Wednesday of every month, and the Crime Watch meetings are an opportunity for residents and business owners to meet with Wheeling police officers in an effort to solve problems collectively. Area crime statistics are reported, citizens' concerns are addressed, and methods to resolve these issues are discussed. Meetings end with an informational training topic presented. All members of the community are invited to participate in these open meetings. A sample of monthly training topics are as follows, and they discuss driving, planning, tornado safety, traveler scams, current media scares, gang awareness, lottery scams, personal safety, traffic, guest speakers, holiday safety, and winter storm safety. The next meeting will be on Wednesday, August 3rd at the police station.
That's it?
Yep.
Manager Svendelis.
I would like to thank the community for coming out. This is, as Trustee Kruger pointed out, the first time that we've met since the Rock and Run the Runway event on July 3rd. I don't think I'm overestimating by saying it was a successful event. We had more people this year than we did last year. We're probably reaching capacity. A couple of snafus. There were long lines for food. We had 2 food trucks back out on us. We're instituting some new policies to make sure that doesn't happen next year. But all in all, the weather was on our side. The crowds were large but well behaved. The band was good. I don't know that there's really anything that we can say that isn't positive about that evening. So thank you most specifically to our businesses that participated financially in making that happen. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do this because their contributions really do offset nearly the entire cost of the event. And I don't know that we'd be able to do it without them. In fact, we will be recognizing them at next week's workshop meeting. I believe that's correct. Yes, next week. We've invited them all in. We created some plaques for them just to show our to recognize them and show our appreciation. So that's something new this year. And really, we look forward to another successful year next year. And that's it.
Thank you, Jen. And just to piggyback on that, I want to thank our staff, because our staff really are the ones that put it together. Police, fire, public works, you guys did an awesome job as usual. And the finance department as well, making sure everybody had their bracelets and monies were collected and things were done in an orderly way. But also thanks to the governor who kind of kick-started the 5K run. that morning, which was a nice surprise to see him there and give us some nice comments about the Village of Wheeling and the airport. Just a couple of save-the-date items I wanted to share with everyone. Sunday, July 31st, is the Rockin' with the Cops at 7 o'clock at the Wheeling Park District Aquatic Center. Those who wish to go, I would ask that they would contact Officer Laverde at 1-847-459-2994. I believe that's his direct number, 459-2994. And if you decide to come with your children, please do so an RSVP like right away, like yesterday, unfortunately, because we didn't have a meeting last week, we couldn't announce this. But please contact him. And also just a reminder, save the date, Tuesday, August 2nd, the National Night Out, which is a great event by many of the community associations throughout the town. There will be trustees and with our fellow officers and the fire department, we go out there and we visit their National Night Out. It's really great to see the neighbors and the people out there. Again, as we said earlier today, don't take for granted what we have in this community and really reach out and thank and honor and respect our first responders. That's police, fire, public works, everyone. We need a lot more love in this world and less hate. And I'll tell you something, maybe a tragedies like this maybe opens the eyes of a lot of people. And you start realizing, you know what, we need to change. We all need to change. Because every life matters. And the lives of those who protect our lives, they have families too. And they're human beings as well. So let's continue with that mindset for this community and moving forward. At this time, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the bills for June 23rd through July 13th, 2016.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Trustee Vogel, second by Trustee Papantos. Roll call.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Lane?
Yes.
Trustee Krueger?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
President Argyros?
Yes. We do not have executive session, so I entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Trustee Lang,
Second.
second by Trustee Papantos. Roll call.
Trustee Vito?
Yes.
Trustee Vogel?
Yes.
Trustee Papantos?
Yes.
Trustee Lane?
Yes.
Trustee Krueger?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
President Argyros?
Yes. Good night, everyone. See you next week.